What's up? I was bored again, so I decided to record another daily run. So, thank you for watching. See ya. 10, 19, 23. Noita daily run. So, anyways, so I was watching like all the Elder Scrolls of Evolution and shit, right?
Yeah.
And everything about like the history of Elder Scrolls in the world. I had no clue that Oblivion was like that's the name of like a dark void thing that appears and happens and destroys crap, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, but I also didn't realize that every one of the Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls, my brain, the fucking Elder Scrolls games names correspond to an actual place in the world
Yeah.
of Dark Souls. And I had no clue, because I was like, Skyrim, okay, it's interesting. I don't know where that name came from. I like the map came up when I was watching the video, and I'm like, wait a minute. Skyrim is a place, and so is like Morrowind and everywhere. And my brain just fucking exploded. I was like, what?
Wait, when did you learn this?
Last night.
Wait.
I
wait a
played
minute,
all
wait.
of the Elder Scrolls games, mind you.
How did you?
I don't know.
Pretty damn impressive.
I know, right?
Like, how many times could you have played Skyrim and heard random Nord voice number 3 screaming, "Skyrim belongs to the Nords"?
I don't know. I don't know, like, how I never thought about it, because, like, I knew they were in different places. I just thought they were, like, different universes, just under the same title.
No, they're the same. I'm pretty sure they're also in like rough chronological order as well.
Yeah, so, it's interesting, because, Arena, you know, the first game, right?
Yeah.
The first game happens in the Empire, which is in, I think it's on, like, a border of Morrowind. And so basically when you save the king in one, right? You fucking he tells you all about it, and you're given a map of the whole like Elder Scrolls area, and my brain just exploded like, wait a minute, wait a minute. That
Yeah, no.
because they
Like-
had a lot of this planned like from early off.
Oh yeah, the amount of fucking like it's actually insane the amount of writing that goes into Elder Scrolls. Like there is like a million fucking like in-universe books and like as in like actual like written lore. There is an absurd amount of it.
Yeah, like actual written history. It's so weird.
Mhm.
It's
Like it is a game series so fucking like dense with lore that it literally has in-game history textbooks. It's
Kinda
like
funny,
what
isn't
other
it?
fucking franchise has like literal in-game history textbooks
so
to
weird.
explain its in-game lore? Like that's
Ugh.
fucking nuts.
That is nuts. There's so much about freaking Elder Scrolls that I'm like, what is happening? I understand but don't at the same time, because it's just so complex and there's so much to it. Like, let's
know, I
see.
guess my- I
What
guess
is the game order? I know it's Morrowind,
I believe
Oblivion, and a Skyrim. But what are the first two? I know the first one's Arena. What
It's
is second?
Arena, Daggerfall.
Daggerfall. That's right. And Daggerfall
only
is
reason-
also a place.
Yes.
But Arena isn't.
Yeah, Arena is a
Arena-
dungeon.
Yeah.
It's in a dungeon in is it a dungeon in
Cyrodiil.
Daggerfall, or
It's Cyrodiil.
it is Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil
Okay.
is the imperial capital.
Interesting.
I was a big Elder Scrolls nerd at one point, so I can roughly remember. I'm pretty sure I could tell you the names of most of the countries. Most
just
of them.
taking a look at like the screenshots on the Steam page, that's definitely Cyrodiil. That's for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause it shows the map on the first screenshot.
Ah. Yeah. But no, because you have fucking you have Skyrim on the far north. To the left of that, you have Hammerfell. fuck. There's a couple I'm just like I forget exactly where they are. I know Cyrodiil is to the south of Skyrim, Morrowind's to the east of that, Black Marsh is to the south of that. And I think elsewhere is like the very, very south of the continent, along with Valenwood.
Because there's also you have the main continent
Elder
of like the Elder Scrolls universe, but then you also have the like the subcontinents or like no, I wouldn't call them islands because they're so big, but I forgot what they are. Because I know part of Elder Scrolls Online is active, not in the actual like continent. I think it's off continent. At least the new DLCs and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't played Elder Scrolls Online, so I can't say, but
yeah. Elder Scrolls, and then freaking what's another good one? Yeah, the Dark Souls universe too is really interesting because what makes my brain hurt is all the Soulsborne games like Dark Souls and obviously Bloodborne. That's it. But they're so similar in mechanics, but also not. And then they just have completely different storylines. Like, absolutely different. Nothing connects them. I mean, there's little here and there's that the writers put in, but it's like...
Unless you're Dark Souls 3.
True.
Dark Souls 3 just straight up has characters and areas from Dark Souls 1 for some fucking reason.
Well, I mean, actually, no, because that's after the, because Dark Souls 3 is after the Great Fire went out for the first time, right?
Well, yeah, Dark Souls 3 obviously it's the last in the series, but, like, at the same time, Dark Souls 2 was like, oh yeah, by the way, everyone's, like, forgotten about the old gods and shit. They're all, like, no one even remembers what they're called. And then Dark Souls 3 is like, here's the old gods. They were here the entire time. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 lore is a bit silly. Because it's a bit busy sucking off Dark Souls 1.
True.
A little bit busy.
Because, let's see, we've talked about this a crap ton, but it's basically without talk about the fires and the gods and everything, what basically happened is the giants went and had their kingdom attacked, and then they countered, right? Or something like that?
That's Dark Souls 2, yeah.
That's Dark Souls 2, okay. I don't know, because my brain is thinking, like... Because you go back in the past a lot in Dark Souls 2, and that's where you see, like, nearly all of the living giants.
Yeah.
And so I was like, how far along did they die? Like, when did they die? It was way before Dark Souls 2, or just before?
Well, if you think about it, in the Forest of Fallen Giants, you can find, like, the corpses of giants, and you can see how they're overgrown. And it's clear that it was a while ago, because no one currently is alive that's a normal human who remembers it.
Yeah.
Except for maybe like the really old lady fucking merchant. Maybe she remembers it. Maybe she's old enough. But
True.
But like it definitely happened a while ago, but it's not long enough ago to be like forgotten in oral history, because like obviously she speaks of it, and I don't think any other NPCs directly mention, or at least any living NPCs mention the giants crossing the sea, because obviously there's the guy you talk to in the memory, who's obviously, you know, alive at the moment, and he can very much talk about the current acting battle. And then there is the ghost in the castle who you can talk to, who also mentions it.
I thought the queen mentioned something about it too.
She might, but aforementioned, she's not a very regular human, because she's not human.
True.
She's a fucking Satan spawn.
Evil. Pure evil.
Well, pure vapid bitch energy.
Me and the boys, when we don't like the fucking queen of whatever that place is.
Oh yeah, she fucking sucks, man. Everyone fucking hates that bitch.
True, true. Sorry for the sudden cutoff. The conversation just reached a standstill, and I couldn't think of anything else to talk about. Plus, the daily run already ended, so there's no real reason for me to continue. Anyways, thank you for watching.